I was born in Tehran. Uh, I've been studying and working very hard to higher education. From my childhood, what I remember is just war, just bombing, just running away from one uh, house to another.
Well, I was born and brought up in Buthidaung Township in Arkan State, western part of Burma. I have 4 brothers and 4 sisters. And when I was in Burma, in my childhood, uh, I have been experienced a lot of uh, difficulties because of being a statelessness in our own homeland.
I'm a physiotherapist and I enjoy helping people with their pain, with their back pain, with shoulder, anything. Uh, and I love my job. I worked very hard for it, and I had a very good job, very good income, and I made my life in my country until all those things happened to me.
I left from Burma in 2004 because of my strongly involvement for the Rohingya people's plight of Rohingya people, awareness doing and working with democratic groups inside Burma. That's why I have left from Burma.
If I feel like we are one part of the country, one part of the nation that we've been destroyed. We are the destroyed nation, generation, actually.
Still, I feel stateless because I am not a citizen of any country at all. So in my mind, always something is in my mind. I am not belongs to any country in the world until now. So how we have to work, what should I do? So sometimes I feel so down. Firstly, they are not recognized as a citizen. Even though we have glorious past and establishment in our own country, Rohingya are not recognized as a citizen of Burma. This is a government policy. The Rohingyas are Muslim minority, western part of Burma living. They are 3 million, 1.5 million have left out of the country because of continuous persecution. So the regime have policy to get rid of Rohingya Muslim from Arakan. So this is, should say, racism, and there is because of being Muslim and ethnical and political background, they want to get rid of Rohingya Muslims. Rohingya cannot move one place to another. They need to get a pass. Like one of my friend's father, he was in hospital in Arkan State. He can't visit to his father, and it takes 3 days to get a pass to see and visit him, his father. And this is movement restriction. Marriage restriction. If you want to marry a girl in Burma, in Arkan State, you can't get a marry. You have to apply for the pass. It takes 2 years, 3 years. So if you want to get that pass, you need to give a bribe. So after that, you are allowed to get married. So inside our homeland, they become a stateless. Out beyond the border, they are not recognized. They are even a stateless asylum seeker, not a refugee. So when I reached to UK, I felt I was so happy first time because first thing is I was safe. I feel safe to this country. But here, when I allowed, actually my asylum, I could go to education. First, my initial thought, and second thing, I could be able to get a job. So it makes me so wonderful thoughts and so much happiness in my mind.
I came to UK on October 2007, follow my arrest and imprisonment in Tehran for my political activities. And I claim asylum on my arrival. my asylum been refused, and I was in detention for 16 months upon my arrival, and I had 12 bail hearing, and I was finally released on with surety. And it was a terrible time to be in detention in UK, not in Tehran. I was in prison in Tehran, but coming back here, running away from all those trouble and saving my life to come here and ending up in a detention for 12 months, for 16 months. And it just feels like, you know, you feel like your house is in fire, you're running away from it. You go for somewhere safe and you see, oh, when I get there, everything's gonna be all right. But it's not all right. Everywhere is hell. If you ask anybody in detention, the first thing, I mean, there are so many problems you have there, but mostly people would agree with me on that the worst thing about detention is that you don't know when you're gonna get out of this hell. You keep asking yourself, well, when I'm gonna get out of here? If you think, okay, I'm gonna get out of here like 2 years or 5 years, and you're looking forward for that day, but if there is no time limit, that is the worst torture, mental torture that you can get. And it's just unbelievable. They wasting their money to put my life into the misery. This is one thing really bothered me. I thought, what kind of logic is that? I mean, I didn't get it. Why would you waste your money to put somebody's life into the misery, to put them in detention, instead of giving them right to work, giving them right to life? What I'm saying is, look at the third option. It could be a winning circumstances where they don't waste so much money to deporting me, and I don't lose the best years of my life behind the bar, or other people, you know? They don't lose their life, the best years of their life. How can you take, most of the people are young there, how can you take the best years of their life? They are human beings.
The UN and international community, they need firstly, for our country, they need to find out the long-time problem. They need to solve Rohingya problems, which is man-made tragedy.
Don't consider the person because they didn't born on some European country. They say, oh, he's a foreigner. What do you mean foreigner? We all human beings.
I feel that they should do proper concrete action and solution they have to find. But for Rohingya issue, I really appreciate what international community is doing, but it's not good enough. The international community should find out proper solution and proper action. Well, for me, no place to go.
I consider myself Iranian no matter where I am, or no matter what nationality I have. I love my country and I'm proud of it. I'm not happy with the government. I'm not happy with the regime, what they do there. Yes, I consider myself Iranian even if I change my country. But being stateless means you cannot go back to your country. You have no place to go for a reason. There are reasons. They try to ignore the reason for their own politics.
But in Burma, I do not identify myself as stateless. They call us as stateless, but I still identify I'm a Rohingya.
Well, I was intelligence, and I I had a good job, I had a good identity in my own country. It might sound funny to some people to say, yeah, now you are out, so it doesn't make sense. Whatever you wear, it doesn't matter to us. But it was. When you feel like you had all that, you had a proper identity, you had a proper life.
Oh, today if I have a country, I shouldn't be this kind of situation.
I feel like I'm nobody. I'm nobody. I am somebody. I was somebody. I worked hard. This is not right. This is not fair. This is not fair. This is not humanity.
Always humiliation. Always you feel you can't have a dignity at all. You always under of persecution and depressions. So that is how the stateless people in our country dying.
The whole world became a prison for you. That's what a stateless means. If the whole world is a prison for you, it doesn't matter where you go, it doesn't matter how hard you try, it doesn't matter how much you shout, it's just like somebody holding your throat. They try to put you down no matter what you do. It's like being kind of your destination. It's kind of your life. That is how it feels like you were born to be like this. It's like being in a deep hole, holding your hands up and looking for some hope, looking for some light coming into your life. But it's not coming. It's not getting changed. Nothing getting changed.